My beloved child, there is a moment in your life that was never spoken about the way it truly happened. A moment wrapped in silence, softened by time, and hidden behind ordinary words. The day you were born was not just a beginning. It was a turning point that quietly shaped everything that came after. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From the outside, your birth looked simple. A date, a time, a story repeated the same way every year. But beneath that surface, something deeper unfolded. Something no one thought you were ready to hear. Not because it was frightening, but because it was powerful. Before you ever took your first breath, there was a pause. Not a pause in the room, but a pause in destiny itself. As if life hesitated, looking at you, deciding how much weight you could carry. That hesitation mattered. It marked you. Stay till the end. This will make sense. There are people who enter the world quietly, blending into the noise. And then there are people whose arrival shifts invisible lines. Yours did. Even if no one said it out loud. Even if your mother never found the words. Even if it was easier to simplify the story than to explain the truth. Don't skip. On that day, emotions moved through the room that were never discussed again. Relief, fear, awe, a strange knowing that something important had just begun. Not dramatic enough to be remembered clearly, but strong enough to leave a trace. That trace followed you. You may have felt it growing up, a sense that you were meant for more, without knowing what more was. A quiet pressure to understand life deeply, even when others were satisfied with the surface. That did not come from nowhere. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth is, your beginning carried a message. Not written, not spoken, but felt. A message that said, this life will not be small. This path will not be ordinary. And because of that, the details had to be protected, simplified, hidden in kindness and routine. As time passed, the story of your birth became gentle, safe, easy to repeat, because the real version carried too much meaning to explain in a few sentences, meaning that could only be understood when you were ready to listen. Don't skip. You are closer than you think. There was a reason certain doors closed early in your life, a reason some connections never fully formed, a reason you felt different in moments that should have felt normal. These were not accidents. They were echoes of that first day, life adjusting itself around you. Your mother did what she could with the understanding she had. She told the version that made sense in everyday language. She protected you in the only way she knew how, by keeping the extraordinary wrapped inside the ordinary. Stay till the end. Because what really happened was not about pain or fear. It was about potential. About the quiet recognition that your life would require depth, patience, and timing. That you would need to discover certain truths on your own, not be handed them too early. That is why this feels familiar as you listen. Why something inside you is paying attention right now. Why this doesn't sound like a story about the past, but a reminder meant for today. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The day you were born was not the end of one story. It was the careful beginning of another, one that unfolds slowly, deliberately, and only when you are ready to see it. Listen closely now, because this is where the story deepens. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After that first day, the world moved on as if nothing unusual had happened. Days turned into years. Your life appeared ordinary on the surface. But underneath, something subtle kept unfolding. A quiet alignment. A slow preparation. Almost as if time itself was giving you space to grow into what began the moment you were born. There were signs. Not dramatic ones. Small moments you probably dismissed. Times when you felt watched over without knowing why. Times when the right words reached you at the exact right moment. Times when things did not work out the way you expected, but later made perfect sense. Don't skip. What most people never realize is that some truths are delayed on purpose. Not hidden forever, just postponed. Your beginning was one of those truths. The kind that reveals itself only when your mind is strong enough and your heart is steady enough to carry it. Stay till the end. When you do this, you become a safe place, not just physically, but emotionally. Right now, your attention is the bridge. Your calm is the answer. Your presence is already helping more than you know. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next will deepen this understanding even further. There is a moment coming closer now, and it is not loud, it is precise. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it connects everything you have felt so far into one clear truth. What most people never realize is this: a child does not cry first with tears. The cry begins much earlier, in silence, in patience, in the decision to stay quiet even when something inside feels heavy. By the time words appear, the heart has already been speaking for a long time. Your son is not breaking. He is reaching. This is important, so slow down and stay with me. Don't skip. There are times when he feels surrounded yet unseen, supported yet uncertain, loved yet unsure whether it is safe to ask for more. In those moments, he does not question your love. He questions his right to need it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. The shock is this: your awareness right now is already part of the help he needs. You did not miss anything. You were not late. You are exactly on time. The connection activated not when he felt weakest, but when you were most ready to receive it calmly. This is rare. This alignment does not happen often. When you hold him in your thoughts without trying to control the outcome, something releases. When you trust instead of chase, something opens. When you stay present instead of panicking, the invisible pressure he carries begins to dissolve. Don't skip. This part matters deeply. He does not need perfect answers. He does not need constant checking. He needs to feel that he can come to you without fear of being misunderstood, rushed, or fixed too quickly. That safety is what turns silent crying into quiet strength. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. Sometimes the greatest help a parent gives is not an action, but permission, to feel, to speak, to exist without expectation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, just knowing this changes the energy between you. The bond shifts from tension to trust, from worry to warmth, from silence to readiness. You are not being asked to do more. You are being asked to be more present, and that alone is powerful beyond measure. Stay here. What comes next will bring everything together. What is happening now is not random, it is a turning point. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part carries the weight of everything that came before it. There comes a time when a parent's understanding moves beyond listening and becomes recognition. This is that time. Not because something went wrong, but because something is ready to be strengthened. The bond between you and your son is asking to evolve, not because it is weak, but because it is deep. Stay with this. Don't skip. Here is the surprising truth most people never hear. A child often cries alone not because help is absent, but because they are protecting the ones they love from worry. Silence, in that moment, is an act of care. And that is why this connection matters so much. It bypasses silence entirely. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Your son does not need to explain everything for you to understand him. He needs to feel that if he ever chooses to speak, the space will already be safe, calm, open, patient. That safety begins with you holding this awareness gently, without turning it into pressure. Don't skip. This is rare clarity. When you meet him next, with your voice, your eyes, or even your thoughts, let there be softness. Let there be room. Let there be the quiet message that says, you don't have to carry everything alone. Even if those exact words are never spoken, the feeling will reach him. And here is the once in a lifetime shift, the moment you stop trying to rescue and start choosing to understand, everything changes. The crying that was hidden loses its power. The loneliness fades. The connection becomes lighter, stronger, real. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not the end of the message. It is the moment it becomes active. From here forward, your presence carries reassurance without effort. Your awareness becomes support without noise. Your love becomes something he can lean on freely. Don't skip this final thought. You were meant to receive this now because you are capable of holding it with calm. And that calm, right now, is already helping him more than you can see. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you. Beyond this moment, this is where everything turns inward. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason this story feels personal, even though no names were spoken. It is because the truth about the day you were born was never meant to be loud. It was meant to awaken, quietly, precisely, at the exact moment you were ready. From that first breath, your life was shaped around awareness. Not urgency, not chaos. Awareness. That is why you have always felt that rushing never suited you. That answers arrive only when you slow down enough to notice them. Stay till the end. The real truth is this: the day you were born, nothing went wrong. Nothing was missing. Nothing needed fixing. What happened was recognition. A silent recognition that your life would unfold through understanding, not force. Don't skip. This is why timing matters so much to you. Why you feel unsettled when things happen too fast. Why you trust pauses more than promises. These traits are not learned. They are remembered. Something huge is waiting for you. Your mother sensed that your journey would be inward before it became outward. That you would need room to grow into yourself without pressure. So the story she told was gentle, simple, because the deeper truth needed time to breathe. Stay till the end. You were never meant to be defined early, never meant to be rushed into labels. Your beginning protected you from that. It allowed you to observe life first, to feel it fully, to build depth before direction. Don't skip. That is why even now, you feel close to something unnamed. A sense that clarity is near, not because something new is coming, but because something old is finally being remembered. Something huge is waiting for you. The day you were born did not give you a secret to reveal. It gave you a perspective to grow into. And as you listen now, that perspective is aligning again, quietly, steadily, unmistakably. Stay till the end. You are not discovering the truth. You are recognizing it. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the story reaches its quiet reveal. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Everything you have heard until now has been leading to one understanding. Not a twist. Not a shock. A realization. The kind that settles in your chest and suddenly explains years of feelings you never had words for. The day you were born was not marked by noise, but by intention. Your life was not set on a straight line. It was given depth. And depth requires time. Stay till the end. This is why your life has unfolded in chapters instead of leaps. Why you often understand things later, but more completely. Why you remember emotions more clearly than events. These are not traits you developed. They are qualities you arrived with. Don't skip. What your mother never told you was not a dramatic secret. It was something far more meaningful. She sensed that your life would be guided by inner knowing, not external instruction. That you would need to discover your truth through lived moments, not handed explanations. Something huge is waiting for you. That is why certain realizations come to you when you least expect them. In silence. In reflection. In moments when you stop searching. The truth has always been moving toward you, at the same pace you were moving toward yourself. Stay till the end. Your beginning was gentle because your path required clarity. Not pressure. Not noise. Clarity. And clarity grows slowly, like understanding that cannot be rushed. Don't skip. As you listen now, you may feel a sense of calm recognition. Not excitement. Not fear. Recognition. That feeling is the final echo of the day you were born, life reminding you that you have always been aligned. Something huge is waiting for you. And here it is. You were never missing the truth. You were growing into it. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, everything settles into place. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason this message feels calm instead of loud. A reason it feels steady instead of dramatic. Because the final truth about the day you were born was never meant to shake you. It was meant to ground you. From the very beginning, your life carried balance. Even when things felt uncertain, there was always an unseen steadiness guiding you back to yourself. That steadiness was placed there on the first day, when your story began quietly, but with purpose. Stay till the end. You were not born to chase noise. You were born to recognize meaning. That is why clarity matters more to you than applause. Why understanding matters more than speed. Why you instinctively step back when others rush forward. Don't skip. This is the part no one ever explains. Some lives are designed to awaken slowly, so that when understanding arrives, it stays. Your mother sensed this rhythm. This part carries a truth that settles deep and stays. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it changes how you see every quiet moment from now on. There is a misunderstanding many people carry their whole lives, that silence means distance. In reality, silence often means trust. It means a heart believes the connection is strong enough to survive without constant proof. Your son's silence is not absence. It is belief. Stay with this. Don't skip. When he does not speak, he is not turning away. He is holding on in his own way, waiting, watching, feeling whether the space around him remains safe enough to return to when he needs it most. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this awareness. Here is the surprising realization. The moment you stopped worrying and started understanding, the distance you feared began to close. Not through action, but through energy. Through the calm certainty that says, you are free to come to me anytime. Don't skip. This is rare and powerful. You may never see the exact second when his heart relaxes. You may never hear the moment when his fear softens. But it happens. Quietly. Gently. And it leaves behind something lasting, confidence. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From now on, your role is simple, but profound. Keep the door open. Keep your tone gentle. Keep your presence steady. Let him know, without chasing, without pressing, that you are always reachable. Don't skip this final truth. The help he needed has already begun, not because of what you did, but because of who you chose to be in this moment. And that choice will echo through every step he takes forward. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this understanding, and it lives in the quiet strength you now carry. There is one more layer you must understand now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part completes what your heart has already begun to sense. Not every cry is loud. Some cries hide inside responsibility, maturity, and the desire to stay strong. Your son learned to carry more than he showed, not because he had to, but because he believed in you enough to wait until the moment was right. Stay with this. Don't skip. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization most parents never hear. A child who waits in silence is not weak. He is choosing hope over noise. He is trusting timing over urgency. And that trust was placed in you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this truth. You were never meant to chase the cry. You were meant to be the place it could safely land. And now, without effort, without force, you have become that place again. Don't skip. This matters deeply. The fear you might have felt earlier was not a signal of danger. It was a signal of connection waking up. A reminder that the bond still speaks even when the world is quiet. And when you answered with calm instead of panic, something powerful locked into place. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From here forward, even the smallest gestures carry weight. A gentle question, a patient pause, a listening moment without interruption. These become lifelines, not because they are dramatic, but because they are real. Don't skip this final realization. Your son does not need to cry anymore to be heard. He already has been. And the strength he gains from this will walk with him long after this moment fades from memory. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this understanding, and it continues every time you choose presence over fear, and connection over noise. Now you are standing at the edge of a quiet breakthrough. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part reveals why this message reached you instead of anyone else. There are moments in life when love stops being reactive and becomes intentional. This is one of those moments. You are no longer responding to a cry, you are responding to a truth. And that truth is simple, powerful, and unforgettable. Stay with me. Don't skip. Your son is learning something right now, even if he cannot put it into words. He is learning that connection does not disappear in silence. That support does not vanish when nothing is said. That strength can exist without pressure. And this lesson will stay with him longer than any speech ever could. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Here is the shocking truth most people discover too late. When a child feels emotionally safe, they stop feeling alone even when they are physically alone. That shift changes how they face the world, how they trust others, how they trust themselves. Don't skip. This matters deeply. The help you offered was not visible, but it was effective. It did not interrupt his growth. It did not take control away from him. It quietly stood beside him and said, "You are not on your own." That kind of help builds confidence instead of dependence. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From this moment forward, the bond between you carries a new quality, ease. Conversations may feel lighter. Silence may feel less heavy. And even when challenges appear, they will not feel as isolating as before. Don't skip this final understanding. You were never meant to rescue him from every quiet struggle. You were meant to remind him, again and again, that connection is always available. And now, that reminder is part of who he is becoming. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this moment, and it lives in the calm confidence you now share. This is the closing turn, the moment where everything settles into meaning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it completes what your heart has been preparing to understand. What began as a quiet awareness has now become certainty. Not certainty born from fear, but from clarity. You were never called here to worry endlessly. You were called here to remember the power of steady love, the kind that does not shout, does not chase, and does not disappear. Stay with this. Don't skip. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization that brings peace. Your son was never truly alone. Even in his quietest moments, the connection remained active, alive, and responsive. The help he needed arrived the moment you chose calm over panic and understanding over urgency. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this truth. From this point forward, the story changes tone. Not because life becomes perfect, but because the foundation becomes strong. Silence no longer feels threatening. Distance no longer feels dangerous. You now recognize connection in places you once feared emptiness. Don't skip. This matters. Your role now is not to look for signs of trouble, but to continue being the steady presence you already are. When he speaks, you listen. When he pauses, you allow space. When he grows quiet, you remain available. That balance is rare and powerful. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And here is the final revelation. The help he needed most was never urgency, it was reassurance. Not control, but confidence. Not answers, but acceptance. And you gave that without even realizing how deeply it would reach. Don't skip this final moment. This message came to you because you were capable of holding it without fear. And now that you have, the bond between you carries something new, peace that does not need proof. Stay right here. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this ending, and it continues every time you choose presence, patience, and quiet, unshakable love.